Hey guys, welcome back to Thunderdome Homestead. So I have something you guys may want to capitalize on. Um, the article is from Bloomberg.com. Let's buckle up. Alright, so, uh, da, da, da. So, fire at the largest U.S. Midwest refinery threatens fuel supplies. Wholesale diesel and gasoline prices expected to jump throughout the Midwest. BP is still working to assess the damage and determine unit restarts. Okay, this is the sixth largest refinery in the United States. The refinery feeds a quarter of all the gas to Indiana, Michigan, Illinois, and Wisconsin. We'll touch on that here in a little bit. Alright. An outage at the largest U.S. Midwest refinery is raising wholesale fuel prices regionally, just as the agricultural sector gears up for its busiest time of year. Okay. So, a lot of your farm implements are diesel powered. Okay. This area, Indiana, Michigan, Illinois, Wisconsin, known for corn, soybean production, as well as several other crops. Get your food now. This ain't just all about gas. This is about food too. This will affect your food prices. So the owner of the plant, BP, we all know BP, shut 2 crude units at its 435,000 barrel a day Whiting, Indiana refinery after a fire Wednesday. The fire occurred in the powerhouse and caused a loss of cooling water, which could lead to damaged equipment, according to a person familiar with operations. Alright, I've worked in plants like this. If you lose your cooling water, it can wreak havoc on the entire plant. Pipes can burst, all kinds of stuff. It's nothing to shake a stick at. Let's see. Alright, prolonged shutdown of the plant, which supplies gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel to most of the region's major distribution centers, could tighten fuel markets just as farmers in the nation's breadbasket prepare for harvesting season. Diesel demand typically starts to rise this time of year because it is used for heating and to fuel big machinery. Alright, another side note here. Jet fuel. Okay. This area has probably the largest connecting flight airport in the entire country. United Airlines is their main hub is Chicago. Okay, and if you're going from one end of the country to the other end of the country, odds are you're going to catch a connecting flight in Chicago. So the fact that their jet fuel comes from this refinery could spell trouble for you if you have a connecting flight in Chicago. Okay? Alright. Back to it. Let's see. Oh, and also, like they said in the article, diesel, heating fuel. Eesh. Get it. Alright. Let's see. Mid-continent distillate inventories, which include diesel, are at their lowest seasonally since 2006. And gasoline stockpiles are the least since 2014, according to government data. Diesel, for prompt delivery, traded at 5 cents per gallon premium over early September deliveries, according to a broker. Gasoline delivered into Michigan jumped 10 cents a gallon on the news of the outage as well. A lengthy shutdown could divert crude to the storage depot in Cushing, Oklahoma. Inventories at the hub, the delivery point for benchmark U.S. crude futures, have already risen for 8 straight weeks, and the prospect of further builds are weighing on the futures and physical crude markets. In the oil futures market, the U.S. crude futures prompt spread contracted sharply, with the gap between October and November contracts narrowing by 10 cents. Let's see. Get past all the dumb ad stuff. The units include Pipe Still 12, the region's largest crude unit with the capacity of 255,000 barrels a day, and the 70,000 barrel a day Pipe Still 11A. Pipe Still 12 processes as much as 90% heavy crude that is piped in from the oil sands. If the fire damage is confined to the control panel, restarts of the units could begin as soon as this weekend, with return to normal operations as soon as early next week. The fact that 102,000 barrel a day coker, which supports Pipe Still 12, is still running, may indicate short downtime is expected. So, as I may have previously mentioned, I don't remember, just because this area is the one being affected doesn't mean it's not going to raise prices for you. Because your area is going to send fuel to this area, which has a shortage, to compensate, therefore raising your fuel prices. So this is not just going to affect the Midwest. It's going to affect the whole country. So, stock up now. Get fuel if you need it. And if you don't, hey, 25% increase is, hey, I mean, at least we went down from $5 a gallon. I mean, it's nothing. But all right, so if some of you have watched my last video, an update on my girlfriend. I'm not going to delve too deeply into this, but she's doing quite well, and she is expected to make a pretty good recovery. What rate of recovery, what percentage, I'm not sure, but I would, just off of my personal visual inspection of her and how she's acting, how she's communicating, how she's functioning, what she's doing, I'm going to say it's probably going to be close to 100%. And you know what? Praise the Most High. I put it in His hands, and He delivered. So, if you ever get an opportunity, don't worry about it. Just put it in His hands. Don't take that away from Him. Give Him the opportunity to show you, hey, I got this, dude. And if you don't believe, whatever. Contribute it to the doctors. I don't care. But I personally, doctors didn't do a whole lot. But yeah, I've been very blessed. I've seen a lot of miracles in my life, some of which doctors are like, hey, they're not going to make it, and bam, they made it, flying colors. So, yeah. But anyhow, like I was saying, go get your fuel and your food, because this will affect you. Matter of fact, I'm going today. I'm going to top off on my fuel reserves, and I recommend y'all do the same. So, alright. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.